So, hey, you all, it's Abner J3 here with AJ3 Report. I here with some of the cast that he's not worth dying for. So, do you all want to introduce yourselves?
For sure. I'm Rachel Boyd, and I play Isla Masters in the film.
Okay,
My name is Hilda Martin. I played Grace in the film.
okay,
I'm Lachlan Corby and I play Jake.
okay. Nice to meet you all, and thanks for coming on.
No, thank you.
Thank
Okay.
you.
So, the first question: tell everyone about your upcoming film. He's not worth dying for.
It's loaded.
Yeah, it's a film about teenage struggle with social media and how that affects not only the people involved but everyone in their life, the parents, the friends, and everything like that, and how when it goes too far, it can cause life-changing problems.
Yeah.
The film is about a love triangle that is inspired by a real life tragedy story. And it's two girls who are fighting over the sky. I don't know where he is on your screen, but he's here for me. And uh and yeah, they get their rivalry kind of takes place over social media. They're bad mouthing each other. And the followers, it ends up kind of going viral, and then they're kind of made out to fight against each other for the entertainment of a huge audience who is pressuring them and egging them on.
Okay.
Yeah.
A lot was said already, but to sum it up for me, it's about a love triangle as well, where at the end of the day, all three lose their lives in some way. And in the midst of it all is a battle within social media.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I read some of it, so it sounds like it's going to be a pretty good movie.
Yes.
And the next question is, what was it like working on He's Not Worth Dying For?
I know Lachlan wants to say something ridiculous right now. Just say it. What do you want to say?
Oh, it's terrible, Abner. Look at these two ladies. Can you imagine having to work with them? Come on. No, it was actually really fun. It was our first lead role, all three of us. So we were all very sort of raw and fresh, and coming in bright-eyed, and we all just had a really good time. I feel anyway that it was a lot of laughing on set, even though the material was quite heavy. We managed to keep each other positive and light between those sort of heavy scenes at times. And yeah, I feel like everyone got along well, the cast, the crew, and everything was great as well. And personally, it was just one of the best jobs I've ever had.
Yeah.
Always good to have chemistry.
Honestly, same. I couldn't have said it better myself.
The same thing. I would add on to the fact that it was so healthy in every aspect of the filming, from the conversation we had after, from the respect the crew would have with us during certain kinds of scenes and stuff, especially it being our first time doing a lot of these things in the movie. So just healthy, and then add everything Lachlan said.
It's just so safe and loving. Like those are the two words I would say all the time on set: safe and loving.
Yeah,
It's always a good thing.
Yeah.
And name 3 reasons why everyone should watch He's Not Worth Dying For.
Should we all take one, or you want us to each do?
It don't matter.
9?
You want it, Rachel? You go.
One or okay. Oh damn, I'm going first. Okay. One reason why you should watch He's Not Worth Dying For is because it's really enjoyable to watch. I think we made it fun and interesting, but at the end of the day, there's a very important message there, and I think that that's going to open up a bigger dialogue about kind of the dangers of social media and what happens when we turn human suffering into entertainment.
Okay.
Sorry for the background, but my reason is the film is like a mirror to reality. It is reality, and just seeing a movie like that, you're trying to figure out where or who's in the position that you are in or someone else is in, and so on. Just trying to use that as a map of where is someone at and where would it end up, and just kind of maneuvering your way through. But it's like a great starting point to like a situation that someone's going through or someone might go through.
That's good.
Two reasons right up there. The starring performances of your two lead ladies there is a very solid reason to watch this film. Really good work.
Aww.
Good answer. Nice.
Right.
And the next answer, do you all think this film will help with cyberbullying or online slander?
I think it would help identifying that there is that type of thing, especially for someone like me who didn't see it like that, who did see it was just like within influencers that going on, but people who are like young or not social media friendly, but they still get targeted no matter what they post. It's like, it's not enough. It's, yeah, it's, sorry. That's my answer.
I think what the film does extremely well in the writing and in the direction and the way it's edited together and our performances, of course, is that it sheds light on the fact that these people on social media, while they may appear to be kind of fake in a lot of ways and not full and flawed human beings, there are real human beings with real emotions behind those screens and behind those performances of character and stuff, and those people are the ones who are getting hurt by the words that they're seeing, reading, and saying on social media.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope that even if just one person from this film sort of realizes, oh, you know what, like some of the stuff I've been saying has been a bit too harsh for the actual subject that we're arguing over. Perhaps it's best if I just take the high road and let it go, because like the title says, it's just not worth it. Do you know what I mean? So even if one or a few people take that from the film, then I think that's brilliant, to be honest. I hope it does help someone out there.
There's, you always have kids being picked on because of weight loss coming out. Also, too, and they end up committing suicide and stuff, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's terrible. I mean, the numbers alone are quite staggering, and I just think that social media just advances so quickly before anyone can really get on top of it, you know? And I don't know how teenagers and parents and stuff at the moment deal with it. I don't envy them at all. It's so tricky.
Yeah, I graduated in 1999 high school, so thank God social media wasn't out then.
Oh, yeah.
You skipped it.
Yeah, things different now. And the next question, what was it like working with Robin Givens?
Oof. Hilda, you start.
It was great. I mean, like she was there for only 4 days, and she had like a lot of like emotions and moments she had to appear, but she like took it so well and still remained as humble as she actually is, and kind of like created that like atmosphere of like, okay, we can all do this. We're all like here to create the story, and at the same time kind of bring in that, I'm not sure why I'm copying Lachlan's accent, but like bringing that banter, if that's an Aussie thing. Like she brought that into like the atmosphere there, like people like at some point of the day with her there, people were laughing and at the same time working very hard to kind of also meet up with her years of experience too.
Oh.
Yeah,
I only had one scene with Robin, but she was awesome. True professional, just so like graceful, and we were doing a dinner scene, and she like ate a green bean or something like that just before a line, and she couldn't get the line out, and
very
just handled it like an absolute pro. Went again, didn't need another green bean. I was like, oh, I got to get out a notebook and start taking notes on how this woman works, because she's good, very good.
I never worked with Robin. I never met her. We had no scenes together. So, but I thought her performance was extraordinary, and yeah, that's as much as I can say.
Okay. Yeah, I met her on Ambitions. I worked there as an extra. I got 5 IMDb credits, and she was pretty nice on that TV show.
Cool.
And the next question, what actor or actress would you like to work with in the future?
Wow, this is even more loaded than any other question we've been asked today.
I would say Viola Davis. I think a lot of her performances are very like when she's intense, and I'm in the same like she's with me at like in a feature like in this movie feature or just another feature specifically. Like if she was to be added in the film, I'd love her because I feel like her anger and like disappointment would be easily shown as well towards Jake. In any other film, I feel like just that like another woman on top of Robin that like I'd love to work with as well, I guess.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I think Sandra Oh, I've always been a huge fan of her and her work. I would love to even just meet her one day would be fantastic. Right now specifically, I'm on a bit of a Sydney Sweeney kick along with the rest of the world, but I've watched all the stuff that she's been in and I think she's so fantastic and fun, and I think that would be a really fun and energetic like person to work with.
Okay.
Oh, so many. Right now, my favorite actor I'm watching is Michael Shannon. I could just sit and watch that man all day. So I'd happily do a scene with him and be scared out of my mind. That'd be great.
You all speak it to as this, you all get it one day.
Yeah, we're manifesting.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you heard it here first.
Yes, exactly. Right here.
Yep.
J3.
Yep. And so when it comes to acting, what is something we would be surprised to learn?
Like about the film?
No, just in general with acting. Like I said, I do the extra, so I know you have like long 13, 14, 15-hour days and stuff too, and how many they might do the scene 10 times over. So like what was something the people in general who doesn't do it would be surprised to learn?
You would start with a different like any part of the script. Like before I got into acting, I thought they'd start with the first scene and then they go on. But it's like our first scene, my first scene that day was like making out with Lachlan, and I've never met this guy before, besides like few like exchanges of words on social media the day before. But like it's not like you have to start ready for like that emotion.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I think going off of that too, then kind of hand in hand with that is, I guess maybe you might not know how much work the actors have to put in beforehand to make sure that wherever you are in the movie, because it's shot so out of sequence, that you know exactly what part of your emotional arc you're at that point, and also be able to go from like two different, like completely different emotions at once. I think like Lachlan and I did two crazy scenes back to back, one where it was really fun and laughy, and then another one right after where I think I was we were in an argument, and it's just like about being able to flip the switch like that, and in a way that's cohesive with when the film's put together.
Okay.
Yeah, that mental athleticism is tricky to be able to completely switch around. That is quite tough. I would say that something I've learned on the perspective of acting is I worked as a production assistant for a couple of times just to get a bit of a feel for the behind the scenes type stuff. And really, as an actor, all of your work happens before you turn up to set, and then on the day, I liken it to just taking the last shot of the game. You know, because there are people, if you're there at 7, there's people who've been there since 5, 6, setting up, right? And then everybody else is doing all of their work, getting everything set up and putting it all together. And then you come on and you just do the very last thing. And if you're stepping on there and you're not prepared or you're not understanding with all that work that you've done before, it's like them getting to the last second of the game and you missing that final shot. Do you know what I mean? Like that's your job. The last piece of the puzzle on the day, and then you go to editing, right? But that aspect really surprised me. Yeah,
one other thing too, like when you film it, you don't know the finished product until you see it. That scene might not even be on there.
That's a crazy experience, watching what you've created and being like, oh, that's actually really interesting how this works with the whole puzzle piece of everything.
Yeah. And I know we don't have much time, so this is the three fun questions I do with you all. What is something about life that people don't appreciate much as they should?
Life?
Yes.
Being without
Oh,
technology.
uh,
Sorry.
okay. Time with family and time with your loved ones. I mean, every day it's so easy to focus on your own stuff, what you've got going on, your own goals, your own ambitions, and things like that. I've been living in another country now for 3.5 years, and when we were filming this film, I hadn't seen my parents or my friends in person for 3 years.
Wow.
And you don't really understand how much it means to you and how much you love it until you can't access it on a daily basis. And I know it's easier said than done, but yeah, the time with family and friends is one thing that's I know I didn't treasure enough when I had it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say something people don't appreciate about their life enough in general. I would say that I think it's like, I don't want to be like YOLO, but like you only live once. Dream super big. If you think that your dream is too big for you, then become the person that can reach it. Because YOLO at the end of the day. I mean,
some of the best words ever.
I'd say, I want to say technology, but like time before social media. I think I grew up like right before social media, like the social media life started. And I just found it like, for those who didn't grow up in that time, I miss like just sitting and being outside and just creating friends. I remember we're a gated community in where I'm from. And I remember just like peeking through the wall and just like trying to make friends with like the neighbor. And that's something I can't do now because I'm like, okay, I'm going to find someone on Facebook or Instagram. And even like that, like meeting love in person. And I don't know, yeah, just like that time before. I feel like I got to live and I'm lucky. But
yeah, kids don't play outside like they used to.
With random people, and it's like random kids, actually, not random kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All great answers. And the next one, what are the three most interesting things about you?
This is hard. You're coming with all the loaded questions, like all of them. Oh my goodness. Okay.
I don't know. What are you doing to us? Yeah, I think one of you should go first.
Hilda?
Three interesting things about. Okay, so I was in IT before quitting my job during the pandemic to pursue a career that I did not think would like blossom, because I did start as an extra as well. Three things. Another thing, very lame. I've never broken a bone in my body before. That's why I don't want to ski in Vancouver, because that would be the first time. Another thing is, what else? I am from Tanzania, Africa, like right below. I feel like Lupita's my sister because she's like right, she's from right underneath Tanzania, Kenya. And I feel like I'm related to a lot of awesome people in the world. I don't know. It's tough not coming in with like premeditated answers, but those are the three for me.
Okay.
For me, I would say first and foremost, maybe you might find it interesting. I'm actually in university right now pursuing an honors specialization degree in media and social media and technoculture, and also a certificate in digital communications. So yeah, I love to be a part of this project, especially because of my background in it and how much I know it's important to be an advocate for those dangers. Another thing about me they might find interesting is, and Lachlan and Hilda know this, is that I separate my Skittles. So if I have like a bag of Skittles, I will only eat the reds and the purples. I don't like green, I don't like orange, I don't like yellow, and I will leave it in like a separate cup and give it to someone else. And on set, Lachlan always ate my other Skittles, or he would go to craft and he would eat the gross colors and then bring me just a cup of the Skittles that I liked. And I've also never broken a bone either. So
okay, good.
That's 3 for me.
Boy, I'm a super nerd. I love everything that's kind of nerdy. I play a lot of Dungeons and Dragons and other board games. I'm a diehard Liverpool fan. That's my football team, and I'm Latvian, Scottish, and Australian. Weird mix.
Okay. Yeah. Nice answers. And the last question, if God grants you 3 wishes, what would you all ask for?
Is this one where we can't ask for more wishes?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna think. Can I get a genie that just always I think that, well, I mean, after what we just talked about and the great things that you guys said, I think I would wish for time, which is something that you can't wish for. But that would be something that I would love to wish for, more time, even just filming this movie alone. Like it's all coming to an end now, but it was such a great experience. So yeah, I think that would be my big wish.
No Oscar?
I don't know. That would be nice. Of course, like I want to follow my dream, but I think I would use my magic wish for something that I couldn't do myself.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Hilda?
I'd wish for very sentimental. I lost my dad, but I'd wish like all loved ones would come back, like for like final goodbyes, because that's what a lot of people are missing, like kind of resolutions. And I'd wish for people to kind of like keep chasing and believing in their dreams, no matter how big or small. And I'd wish for like no sickness. Can you imagine? No sickness. It's like that's it.
I wish I could give you a hug, Hilda. That's my wish.
And my condolences about your father.
Thank you.
Both very honest answers, girls. Like, getting rid of poverty and sickness and stuff like that. But I'm gonna choose to go selfish here. I'm gonna say Liverpool to win the Champions League and the Premier League next season. I don't know. I wish I was a better singer. That'd be nice, and maybe a better dancer as well. We could add in some threats, because I feel like my dancing in this film is not as good as it could have been.
You have no idea what we went through filming these dancing scenes. Oh boy!
Can't wait to see him.
Oh boy!
Yeah, you can sing and dance. You'll be a Chris Brown usher.
Oh yeah, let me tell you, we are far from.
Yeah, whatever the opposite of that is.
Okay. Like the musical abilities of like, oh God, I was gonna say a frog, but they sing in like The Princess and the Frog, right? So I'm just like dirt on the floor.
Okay. I would say Will Ferrell, but he can actually sing also.
Will Ferrell, yes.
And the last question, or the last thing is, how can everyone keep in contact with you all on social media?
Oh, yay. For sure. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you all for your time. And like, everyone want to keep in contact with you all on social media, how can they follow you?
Oh, good. I'm glad. Well, I think Rachel's Instagram would be the best way to go. I know she just left. She's probably a very busy woman. I'm on Instagram as well.
Okay.
Is the best way to get to me. Yep.
For Rachel, it's rachel.boyd. And for me as well, Twanby on Instagram.
Okay.
And she would promote her TikTok too, because
oh yeah, she likes her TikTok.
Yeah.
Okay, and I know y'all got the IMDbCredit.com website also too.
IMDb always helps.
Yeah.
Clicking on IMDb, that does help. I like that.
Well, I definitely enjoyed you all, and thank you for the time for this interview, and look forward to watching you all new film. And good luck in all your and success and everything you all do.
Thanks, Abner. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Take care. Have a great day.
Bye.
Cheers. Bye.
Okay, bye.